Welcome back, everyone. It's been a while since the last horror, vintage horror watch party. I'm pretty sure I've done 2 video essays and grown the Aussie Horror channel a fair bit in comparison to where it was, which is what we love to see. Tonight's movie is going to be Monster from the Ocean Floor, a Roger Corman flick from 1954. So I'm pretty excited about that. And yeah, let's get into it. Also, this is the new background as well. Look how cool that is. Yeah, I reckon I can fix this. Yeah, I can fix this. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. How cool is this? Production manager, assistant director. I can't help myself, I swear. For some reason I can't see the chat, it's not showing up.
Waters of the Pacific Ocean, along whose shores native villages have existed for thousands of years, but where the white man is a newcomer. For all its beauty, little is known about the land near the water's edge, and less is known about what lies beneath the water's surface. The natives tell strange stories about this sea, stories which to this day have not been disproved. The above-water portions of this motion picture were photographed along this coast. The underwater sequences were actually filmed off its shores at the bottom of the ocean.
Nice. What a honey, straight away.
See? My father, he wasn't at this so too.
Really? What kind of work does he do now?
He don't do nothing. He is dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Harsh.
How can you capture the sweep of the sea with a paint and a brush?
I do not blame you. See, it makes much unhappiness. It took my father.
Was he drowned?
No, the thing in there, that got him.
This thing?
He don't do
What
nothing.
was it?
A big devil.
You mean some kind of a sea monster?
Much worse.
You must have let your imagination run away with you.
I speak only the truth. And the cove is a terrible thing. It got my father. He is no longer here. I'm sorry.
I'll try
about
not to
your father,
yawn
but
so much.
We've got to be realistic. I've been swimming in that cove every day of my vacation, and I've yet to see anything any larger than a lobster.
You have your belief. I have mine.
Okay. God, the temptation to move myself around and just like, whoop, real, to just like, oh, I'm over here now. Look at that swimsuit. Look how fucking awesome it looks. They need to bring that shit back. This is different. No background. Yeah. Welcome, Sean. Good to see you again. It's been ages since our last watch party. This is so exciting. What the hell?
Well, hello. Can I give you a lift?
Very funny.
It's so random. Yeah, I thought it was a whale as well. Not sort of like some 1950s submersible. Yeah, I thought it was a dolphin, honestly.
It's all right, you just stand
Like a
in
big
the
dolphin.
Here, let me help. Hey, that's good. You really love
Oh, like a
that, don't you?
narwhal. They're pretty big. Although I don't think they're technically a dolphin.
No, I'm a marine biologist.
Or I
Steve
think they're a
Dunning's my name.
porpoise still
What's yours?
though.
Julie Bland.
You do this kind of painting for a living, Julie?
No, I'm a merchandise illustrator.
Oh, that's where you paint.
Washing machines, vacuum cleaners, pots and pans.
The only downside to having the green screen is I've got to have in the daylight it's pitch
Marine
black and it
biologist?
works perfectly,
I'm
but
on
in like
Stanford.
this sort of
I
false
signed along
lighting,
with Dr.
I've got to
Baldwin,
turn the
who did
brightness of
research
the
down here
ring
along
light
the coast.
really high, and it's so
Nice
annoying. I
work,
can just
Julie,
feel it in
get
my
it.
eyeballs.
Did you know that over 70% of the Earth's surface is covered with water? The Pacific alone here has an area of over 73 million square miles. The Atlantic... I'm sorry. There I go, making noises like a biologist again.
It's all right. I've enjoyed hearing you talk.
How would you like to go out and see our boat? You could meet Dr. Baldwin and see the kind of work we do.
Yeah, I'm of the
No,
same mind as you. Who is
Come
this
on,
clown?
it'll be fun.
Do you think both of us could fit into that, what do you call that thing anyway?
Well, that's my submarine. Come on, I'll show it to you.
All right. Where's the engine?
No engine. I furnish the power.
Okay.
It'll do anything an airplane can do.
Will it fly?
Underwater. How about it? You ready?
Well, then it's not flying,
What
is
do
it?
I do?
Well, you can help me get into the water. You hang on. I'll stay on the surface.
Yeah, that's just part of it. That's just part of like it's because it's not a perfectly flat green screen. I've got two green screens sort of like standing side by side, so there's like a little bit of rippling there. It's still pretty good though. It's definitely a cleaner look. If I turn up the brightness of the ring light, it makes the green brighter, which is easier to chroma key out, but it's like it fucks my eyes, so I'm like I'm not gonna bother with that shit.
Like you to meet Miss Blair.
See, watch this.
Thank you.
That's brighter still, and it would be it'll be super clean now, but it's gonna be very
And
uncomfortable.
this is Tommy, our one-man crew. Hello.
Hang on,
Would you like a
I can
towel?
fix this.
Well, care to see some of the work we do, Julie?
I'd love to.
Here, sit right down here. I'll fix this for you. Now take a look inside.
Maybe blue light glasses
You're
would work better.
looking at diatoms, Julie. Single-celled algae cased in glass-like boxes.
Why, they're stunning.
Here, let me show you another. There. Those tiny active particles are various forms of protozoa. For their size, the most deadly in the world. It's lucky for us they never grow any larger than this.
That's foreshadowing right there.
You know, the ocean's unbelievable, too. Why, the living matter in it is enough to stagger the mind. Think of it.
One female cod alone lays over 8 million eggs. Why, up in the North Sea, we have more than 67,000.
Easy, Steve, easy. Everyone doesn't share our enthusiasm.
I do.
This guy's got the coolest fucking voice. Easy,
Dr.
easy.
Bowen and I share some pretty strong theories.
Sounds.
We
His
feel the
voice
time
sounds like
running out
Leslie
on the human
Nielsen.
race.
Nielsen, whatever it is.
In what way?
Well, our population is growing too fast.
I'm pretty sure it's
for our
Nelson.
limited farmlands. The soil is beginning to lose its vigor.
Neville fucking Bartos.
Unless some new food sources are found pretty soon, mankind.
Anybody
is
that's
headed
not
for
from Australia
slow
watching this is not going to know who that is.
Steve and I both feel that the future food supply will have to come from the sea itself.
If we don't like fish, then what?
Well, we aren't talking about seafood alone. What would you think, for instance, of growing crops on the floor of the ocean?
Think of getting your celery already salted.
Oh, it can be done, Julie. Why, in the shallow waters along the coastal edge, there are these continental shelves. Now, they're covered by silty sand, which is deposited there by the rivers which pour into the ocean.
How long do you think it will be before we can look to the sea for this farm?
Oh, not for a
It
few
may
years.
not show up on camera because it's green. Watermelon.
What's wrong?
Help, puta, help!
I died for abalone. My partner Sanchez, he got on his suit. Down 5 minutes, line stop. Sanchez, he's at the bottom.
You know, I often have people tell me my voice doesn't match the way I look, so...
I'm going over. Follow me.
Depending on how I take it, it's either a burn or it isn't. I just think people think I'm gonna have a different voice than I do, but oh well. Can't change my voice. Who cares? Yeah, but that's you could say that for anybody in history. Like Brad Pitt would he would sound different if you didn't know him and then you meet him. You know what I mean? Like if you never hear somebody speak before, meet them for the first time. It's sort of different. Like if you looked at Brad Pitt and had never heard him speak, you'd only seen him in photos, and then you meet him. You know, you may think he'd have a different voice. Maybe or maybe not. The analogy works in my head. That's all that matters. But I do totally get what you're saying. Yeah, look, David Beckham has often been said he has a high-pitched weasel. Is that what Ryan Reynolds, Deadpool said? Can't remember. Something like that. Finding an empty diving suit underwater is very creepy. There's a very creepy vibe to it.
There's the suit. No sign of Sanchez.
He must be down there.
Search the cove thoroughly, not a sign.
Dude, I think that guy's got the same mustache as me. Oh, we've got the same fucking mo.
No opening.
Except this.
No man gets through that.
Then what happened to him?
Something bothering you, Julie? You can tell me.
I love his suit jacket, his sports coat.
I'm worried about what happened in the cove this afternoon.
Well, I don't blame you. Was pretty tragic. But abalone divers have drowned before.
Not like this, Steve. There wasn't the slightest trace of Sanchez. What could have happened to him?
I don't know.
This morning I was talking to one of the little Mexican boys. And he told me that his father had been taken by
Notice
some
how she
strange
said
thing
one of the
down
little
that same
Mexican
cove.
boys and not just one of
Don't
the
think sea
little
serpent
boys.
kind of thing.
Different world
No.
back then, man.
Steve, these stories about some kind of a devil in the cove. I talked to some of the other people here. They believe it. You know, there might just be something to it.
Well, even if there is, Julie, I don't think it's your problem.
Somebody's got to do something about it.
Julie, I don't want you taking any chances. I wouldn't want anything to happen to you. You know, I've grown very fond of you in the short time we've known each other.
Oh,
I
so
like you
sweet.
too, Steve. But I like this little town, too.
Why does he seem so
I
much
just
more
couldn't sit
charming
by and
now
watch
than he
these
did
people
on the
terrorized
beach?
by whatever it is.
I still don't see why you have to stick your pretty little chin out.
That's one of the reasons the world's in such a mess, Steve. Everybody's afraid to start something. Well, I'm not.
No, I don't believe you are. Promise me one thing. Help if you can, but don't take any needless chances. The ocean can be dangerous, Julie. Very dangerous.
All right.
If they weren't eating al fresco with like cups of coffee,
Shall
this
we go?
music would not work in this at all. Giuseppe, make with the papa.
Okay, I'll do it.
Do what?
Whatever it is you're building up to.
I wasn't building up to anything.
You can't kid me, young lady. Does it possibly concern more sea monsters?
I was thinking about it.
Julie, you've been reading too many science fiction things lately.
I'm trying not to sexualize her, okay?
Take me out to the cove, will you?
I will sexualize the ocean though.
Overhauling my sub. Maybe tomorrow.
Look at those charming waves. So beautiful.
You didn't mention overhauling your sub before.
Well, I didn't want to bore you.
How far are you on it?
Well, not too far.
Have you actually started working on it yet?
In a figurative sense, yes.
In a literal sense, you mean you haven't begun yet, is that it?
Well, no.
Come on, Superman. Into your sub.
Now you just follow me down below while I scout the place.
Happy monstering.
She sounds so different in these scenes. It's like the actor wasn't around, so they had in like a recording studio or something, they've just got somebody else to dub over her voice.
I'm sure of that. Seriously, Julie, we do have a man-eater that wanders in here every now and then. Now, if you meet one, here's what you do.
Okay, what do I do if I meet a shark?
Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Whatever you do, don't head for the surface. You'll snap off your legs like ripe bananas. The safest procedure would be just to stay still. The shark will size you up for a minute, then move on to greener fields. And whatever you do, don't scratch yourself. They can smell blood a mile away.
Aye, aye, Captain. Now follow me down below.
Guys, I'm so thankful to be doing this again. This is so cool. It's been too long. We've got to go back to doing this once a week again. Oh god, it's beginning. Ugh. It's the classic Watch party yawns. Where's the monster? Why am I getting smacked in the head? Oh, because I yawned. I can't help it, man. It's just part of it. I will admit, these blue light glasses, they do change the light, like the intensity rather, of the light beaming in directly into my eyeballs. Was there a monster here? Oh my god! It's a mammoth cephalopod! Surely that's not going to be the big monster of the movie.
Giant octopus! Hurry before it catches us!
Relax, Julie. An octopus is the biggest coward in the sea.
I don't care. Get me out of here.
You're the one who wanted to go monster hunting.
Yeah, that's what they do.
How big
They would have
was
filmed
this
an octopus in like a fish tank.
That's more like it.
And then if you blow it up, it obviously is going to look huge.
I thought it was the monster.
Here we go again.
You certainly are stubborn. Don't you believe in anything?
Not in witch hunts. Come on, what do you say we go back and slip into a nice dry martini, huh?
Slip into a nice dry martini. That's a phenomenal line.
Joe, I'd like to talk to you about
Si,
what happened
senor.
yesterday. I've heard that there's some kind of devil down in the cove. Do you know anything about
Dude,
it?
I'm telling you.
There is some truth.
Do you know what whatever it is looks like?
Is he just taping up a
I do
tube?
not know. But whatever it is not like anything we have ever seen.
When did the first stories about this thing start?
I remember.
I wonder if he's even really a Mexican. He looks more Italian, and they've just given him that facial hair to like pass him off as Mexican. They used to do that all the time. Like they would paint people brown, get them to play
Joe,
Mexicans.
Do you know anything else about this? I want every fact I can uncover.
I know nothing more. But Pablo, he has lived here all his life. Perhaps he can help. The cove is his home.
Buenos dias. It's a gift.
Gracias, señorita. El hombre. How do you say drink again?
It's for you.
I don't know, like ceviche?
You've lived here a long time, haven't
Just
you?
going up to him, just give him a bottle of alcohol.
Stories about your cove. They say that a devil lives here.
These days, one believes many things.
I'm just trying to help. Please believe me. You do, don't you?
Of course, senorita. The ocean shows many forms of life. There are many strange stories. Some there is reason. With my own eyes, I have seen a shark well over 60 feet. The scientificals say that no shark was more than 40 feet, so they say, and so it is to be, but nature, senorita, nature in her way does many strange
Whale
things.
shark?
Sometimes she knows not when to start, and sometimes she does not know when to stop.
Then you think there is a chance of what I'm speaking? Have you ever seen anything strange down in the cove?
Whale shark.
2, 3 times. I see something. Once I see tracks. Not from turtle, not from seal, but made from
Yeah, I
some
know.
strange shapeless thing that comes from
I'm just
water
saying
or cold
they
or
get pretty big. They get like
How
over
large
60
was it?
foot, I believe.
More bigger than a wagon. More bigger than a house.
Do you have any idea what could have left a trail like that?
Help me.
Have you ever seen anything else?
Yeah. One night in the surf where it's as deep, I see something. At first, I think it's shipped with lantern. And I see it, there's nothing like that. Nothing like
Yeah, whale sharks get up to 60 feet long.
Madre de Dios, nothing like anything I ever see. The lantern was an old, big red eye.
Only one eye?
Only one. It burned and stared at me.
Then what?
Then it slowly went down into the sea again.
Could you make out the shape?
I talk like a pescador who has lived on the sea too long, eh?
No, Pablo. I believe you saw what you said. One more question.
Yeah, maybe.
What kind of a night was it?
Ah, La Luna, she was up. It was a full moon.
And she's out of here. Fuck.
Beautiful morning, isn't it?
Ah, si, señorita. It is wasted on me. My Goffredo, he's gone.
Goffredo?
For 12 years we have been together. Now he is no longer with me.
Do you have any idea where he could have gone?
No, señorita.
Look at the hairstyle.
One night he was here. Next morning, no sign.
Has he ever done this before?
No, señorita.
Perhaps you better report it.
I did. They said they would see.
I'm sure they will.
Maybe yes, maybe no. Why should anyone get excited over Goffredo? He's nothing but an old dog.
A dog? I thought that he was your...
Oh no.
Never mind.
One gets accustomed to a dog.
Oh, of course. Perhaps he just wandered off on a little excursion of his own.
No. No, I had him tied to doghouse with collar and chain. The collar is still locked. My Goffredo is no longer in it. But a
You
track,
didn't see
a
anything.
strange track from beach to Goffredo's collar.
What did this track look like?
Rough. Very rough, like something very, very heavy dragged over sand.
Would you say that it was as large as a wagon?
Bigger. Bigger, 2, even 3 wagons.
My love is like a
Man, so wholesome. I don't think it is an octopus. I mean, it could be, but I don't think it is because we already saw a giant octopus. And they have 2 eyes. It's that one big red eye.
Play something else, Steve.
In a minute. Well, clouds are opening up. Look at that moon. Full and rounder, and any moon has a right to
Could
be.
still be a giant squid or an octopus. Obviously filmed in daylight.
Why the big reaction? Hey, what is this?
In a minute.
Told me that the thing in the cove comes out on moonlight night.
Julie, if a man has enough tequila, he's liable to see a lot of things.
I believe it.
Tell me, what exactly did this thing look like?
Pablo said that he couldn't make out the shape of it, but that it was a huge mass with a red eye that glowed bright red.
Brother.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. Listen, Pablo isn't the only one who's seen the monster. I talked to Joe, too, and he told me some things.
Joe?
You know, the man whose partner disappeared from his diving suit. Joe told me that the stories about this thing all began back in the summer of 1946. Why do you suppose there were no reports about this thing until 1946? What could have happened then to start the story?
Where?
1946? Well, the bikini underwater experiments were set off then.
Sometimes
Maybe that started something.
the heart just wants
Maybe it did, Steve.
the simplicity of the olden times. It's very easy to be nostalgic about these times. They were simpler, they were more wholesome.
You're a lovely girl, but lovely girls just don't run around worrying about non-existent sea monsters. Promise me you'll get off this thing once and for all.
I'm going to prove to you that I'm right.
Steve! Steve, good news. Oh, it's Dr.
Just some random guy in a suit appearing behind the rocks.
From the university, confirming our funds for the experiment. Good. Now we can move on down the coast.
I'm very glad for you.
Oh, it'll just be a few weeks, Julie, and we'll be back.
How soon are you leaving?
First thing in the morning. We've got a lot of things to do tonight.
Steve,
Yeah, I'll
guess you
say.
better go help Dr. Baldwin with the packing.
Look, come back to the hotel with us.
I'm an alright singer, what are you talking about?
I think I'll stay here for a little while.
Well, all right.
I can sing better than this fucking clown.
You write to me there.
Steve.
If anything important turns up, I'll write to you, Steve.
You write to me if only to tell me what you've had for breakfast.
We'll be looking forward to seeing you again, Julie. Goodbye for now.
Goodbye, Doctor.
See you later, Steve.
Goodbye, Julie.
Goodbye, Steve.
Goodbye. I'm going to miss you. Oh, they kissed. That was a good one too.
I could fall in love with you, Julie.
You've only known me a few hours.
Now they're fully macking.
Goodbye, Julie.
There's only one Michael Bublé, okay? She did not look at him as though she has any degree of fondness or affection towards him. that a horse? I swear that was a horse. That's a cow. Bovine, not equine. Oh, dude, what the fuck? Hey, no, watch this, watch this, watch this. Look over there!
Hey, Pablo.
Ah, señora Tula, ¿qué tal?
Ah, gracias, muy bien, estoy muy bien. Fáciles en casa. The moon, eh?
Beautiful, is she not?
Except for what it brings.
Sabi, I do not understand you.
You're not a good deceiver. You know what I speak.
Superstition.
Was it superstition that took Sanjay?
They are.
I don't know.
Evil gods have plagued our people before. Only in one way can they be appeased. The fairest must be sacrificed to the thing.
Fairest? That would be...
The young Americana who faints in the cove.
Oh, such things cannot be.
Someone must make certain she fulfills her destiny. You have the blood of your people in your veins. You will do it.
No, I cannot do such a thing. No one believes in sacrifices anymore.
The new generation, the people in cities, they do not believe. But you and I, we have the belief of our fathers.
Yeah, I guess.
Our fathers are long dead.
True. Who is your god? Quetzalcoatl or the new one?
But the Padre,
You shall do as I say. What is one life when it will save many? It is simple. A shark was seen in the cove early today. Tomorrow, the girl shall be taken to the cove, and the shark will do the rest. And you will carry out my command.
You're right, though. I think they're both, like, Latino, to be fair. I just find it funny how they're both immediately made, like, superstitious and believing in old gods. It just seems... I don't know, it's just funny. It's just the way the world used to be. I think Mexicans are fucking cool. Is she gonna look for the cow? Yes, self-sacrifice. Yeah, they find like a rug, like a cowskin rug, just on the ground. Oh no, it's been tanned and treated. Look how beautiful it is there, though. How she managed to stay ahead of that wave is beyond me.
Now look, just exactly where did you see this hard action?
Down by the rocks. I see it late last night. The
She
waterfall
got, like,
red.
she pretty much has like the ideal female body.
Do not take risks.
Just like that is like the beauty standard right there. Like so many more people can adhere to that beauty standard. People like a bit of curve was respected back in the day. I admire her tenacity. Oh, he's got a cut hand. He's gonna lure the shark. She's such a cool chick. Got a really old school diving belt as well with the weights on it. We have one of those in the shed. Oh, the music's going real fucked. There's some sort of rope over there. Yeah, that noise is very creepy. It's very effective. Black tip reef shark. I think. She's bigger than that fucking shark. No way. I hope they're not really hurting a shark. Yeah, but this was the 50s. It was a different world back then. You think they like cared about animal welfare in the 50s? Yeah. Nowadays, absolutely not. Not a chance. But back then?
Wonder how Julie is.
Fine girl, Julie. Pretty and with a head on
We'll
her
check the
shoulders,
trivia
too.
and the goofs as always at
Among
the
other
end.
things.
And we'll have a look into it. We may have gotten in trouble for it, who knows.
Only if it wasn't for that witch hunt of hers.
Well, lots of people suffer that way. What sort of beastie does she fear?
Well, she's firmly convinced that some sort of horrible monster is lurking in the cove, devouring every living thing that crosses its path.
Any basis for her views?
None.
Don't be so smug, Steve.
Oh, no. You too?
Lots of intelligent people suffer from things like that.
Oh, come on now, Doctor. You're a man of science. You know as well as I that these things usually turn out to be an overgrown sperm whale or something similar.
I notice you said usually. You seem to be making exceptions.
All right, I'll change my statement. They always turn out to be some simple form of life.
I disagree. Lots of times nature plays tricks on us.
Like the one you're playing now?
Oh, no. Let me tell you a story of my own experience. I was working down in South America a few years ago for an oil company. We kept hearing stories of
yeah, they're pretty
people
big.
disappearing.
Just like in the comic books.
Exactly. Only the stories the natives told dealt with a huge flying reptile.
Are you sure it wasn't a flying red horse?
No, it seems this monster originated from the depths of the ocean to soar landward in search of warm-blooded victims. The description led me to believe it was a pteranodon.
A winged reptile with a wingspan of 30 feet. He was extinct after the Stone Age.
Well, I found it hard to believe, too. Until one day, a severe storm struck our area. It lasted about a week, and when it was over, I was taking a stroll on the beach. That's when I found it.
Found what?
A large leathery object, the
size of a watermelon. I took it to the lab and dissected it. And it turned out to be a reptilian egg. It had the embryonic structure of a pteranodon. Well, that sort of finding has happened before. I know. But this egg wasn't fossilized. The egg was still alive. Soon that egg would have hatched and released a monstrous form of life that supposedly has been extinct for hundreds of centuries.
For a pretty senorita?
Si. She lives in San Vicente. I have a meeting with her for supper.
Oh.
Something is wrong?
I was going to ask you to row me out to the cove.
Oh, mañana perhaps, but not today. Besides, do you think it wise after your meeting with the shark?
I'm not afraid.
Hey. Why you not take my boat? She's little and you're as good as me. Permit me, I put your things in the boat. Or would you please look at my back door to see if it is locked?
Oh, what a dog act.
Oh, grazie, signorina. Grazie.
Yeah, she went up really quick. She's so disappointed. I don't blame her. Damn you, Pablo. Oh, she's disappointed. It always trips me out how quick these old movies are. Like, this movie's only got almost like 15 minutes left to go.
Well, people hope Carlos got our wire. Well, he ought to be here if he did.
Time just flies by when you're watching this stuff.
Oh, hey, Carl.
Thousand pardons, senor.
Well, Carlos, we were afraid you weren't going to get here. It's from Julie.
Never let it be said that Carlos and Mandy failed to complete a mission.
Tell me, how's everything on the mainland?
Pretty good, senor.
Nah, it's okay. It's a little slow, but I don't dislike it. I love the setting.
Carlos.
Like, the vast majority of the movie's on the water.
Care to join us in a bit of chow, Carlos?
Thousand thanks, but I must complete my other assignment. This is for you.
Choose and talk.
So thank you, Carlos.
Adios.
Adios.
Adios, amigos.
Hey, Doctor,
fine, I hope. Yes, except for that obsession she has about a sea monster.
Well, I certainly give her credit. She's really persistent.
Sean, what do you think of the movie so far?
Worse. Conclusive evidence of Julie's sea monster.
Oh?
It seems she went prowling in the cove with a grappling hook. Snagged onto the mysterious mass, and a fierce struggle ensued. Well, after the Titanic...
Oh, you actually enjoying it, Sean?
She managed to salvage her grappling hook. Here, affixed to the end of it, were bits of the mysterious monster.
I'm actually a little surprised.
You know?
Wait, so is it pretty good, or is it okay? Because there's a bit of dissonance there.
Doesn't look like the flesh of a stingray.
Or any other fish I've ever seen.
It's pretty okay. It's the seaside setting for me. I'm like a sucker for the ocean and these like, it's sort of like Jaws, you know what I mean? It's not like Jaws, but... Blow your cigarette smoke on it. It won't distort the sample at all.
Here, take a look.
Very strange. Very strange. I've got an idea. Let's see what some of this canned meat will do to this stuff.
Why, it's disintegrating.
Intercellular absorption.
Why, it's assimilating the meat.
Is it in the background?
Organic life of some sort, but...
Is that...
But what?
It could be an amoeba,
Fuck.
but I've only seen it in the most minute size.
That right there?
What could cause it to...
That thing? Look at that, that's an
grow out
eye.
of proportion this way.
It could be one of many things. Some freak accident, dietary supplement. It even could be caused by the radiation from the bikini explosion.
It could absorb a man.
Or a woman.
Honey, cast off on the double. Let's go.
Where was the fucking... Think about that is good.
Get more speed out of this thing. Gotta go in full speed now.
Yeah, you were right. Dude, that totally was the creature. Because there's nothing on the ship that looks anything like that. Yeah, Mo, you're coming in pretty late to this one, unfortunately. There's only about 10 minutes of the movie left. But at least you get to watch the best part.
No time to worry about charts.
You'll get to listen to the trivia and the goofs of the movie, though, that we always do. And that's always fun.
Pablo.
Si, senorita.
Anchor the boat. I'm going down here.
Oh, no, senorita. The waters are
Oh, different bikini now. Oh, swimsuit. Love that view.
I cannot do it.
Do what?
Our legends say if the fair one is sacrificed,
the monster will leave in peace.
Fair one, because she's white skinned. But look, he's pretty fair as well. Look at this. Look at this guy's hands. He's fucking just as white as she is.
Fear can do many things.
Just as fair. Just as fair.
Did you let the air out of the oxygen container?
Senorita, even when I do it, I know it will not work, but I must do something. Oh, forgive me, Senorita. I would not harm you.
It's all right. If you'll help me now.
He's damned if he does, damned if he doesn't. She's still going down. God, that looks like it's so enjoyable. Oh, to think I could go swimming tomorrow. Couple of meters forwards, and I'm in the water. Beautiful. If the weather's warm enough, absolutely. I live on the water, luckily, so. No one was even talking then.
Propeller's foul. I'll have to go clear it.
Look how short the bloke's shorts are. That's the appropriate shorts length for a man. Not fucking down to your knees. Where's a fucking sheath for your blade? Yeah, hopefully you do. Look how awesome that is. That'd be so nice down there. Let's get going. It's similar to the Jaws music, Sean. You've got to admit, that music is very similar. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually used this as an inspiration for the Jaws music. Like a young Steven Spielberg watched this movie when it was new, and he was like, I love that music, it was very effective. Show them legs. That's what I will do. I've got pretty short shorts on now, actually. Is it even an octopus? I guess it is, like technically. I can't see how many legs it's got there. Tentacles, rather. Yeah, I know. She might have ran out of oxygen or something. Or passed out due to fear. Oh, those are like little models. Did he just like navigate it right into its eye? Holy shit. Right into its eye. Nice. To be fair though, it was a really big eye. What is that? Coffee? He's like, here, have some coffee. Tequila. Yeah.
Well, I guess we'd better get underway, Steve.
That was an odd transition, an odd cut between the footage.
You were right all the time. I laughed at you. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Doesn't matter.
Oh, how sweet. He just saved her life. That's the ultimate aphrodisiac. Alrighty then. So what do we all think of the movie? I thought that was actually pretty alright. Like as far as those old movies go, 6.5? 6.5 out of 10, let's say. Alright, let's load up the movie trivia. It's got an excellent rating on Internet Movie Database. 3.8 out of 10. 6 is fair. Mary with the 7, Sean with the 6. I said like 6.5. Alright, let's load this up. There we go. Yeah, I reckon we can... Hang on, let's put it down there like this. Alright, there we go. That's pretty cool. That looks neat. Now I'm part of it. IMDb Pro. Stars. Right. Oh, my finger fell off. I came in halfway, so 5 out of 10. Okay, let's go to... Those posters are phenomenal. Look at that one. This one right here. Anne Kimball. Anne Kimball. She's still alive. Died in 2017. What a stunner. Absolutely stunner. Absolutely stunning. Where that trivia at? Did you know? Storyline. Trivia. Okay. And then we'll go to goofs. Okay. Producer Roger Corman got the idea for the movie while reading a Los Angeles Times article about a one-man submarine manufactured by Aerojet General. He phoned them and asked if he could use it in a film, telling them he couldn't pay them, but they'd get free publicity. According to Corman, they were delighted. Well, that's fair. Besides serving as producer, Roger Corman also drove the camera and equipment truck. He was routinely called the hardest working man in Hollywood. The mini-submarine in the movie is an Aerojet General. This is an electric mini-sub that was designed for the Navy's demolition teams. Robert Corman was able to use it for free for the movie because the designers wanted the publicity. They had hopes that the public would see it and want one for recreational activities. I kind of want one, to be fair. The original title was to be It Stalked the Ocean Floor, but the distributors objected on the grounds it was too cerebral. And what was it? Monster from the Ocean Floor. Yeah, that's significantly more simple. The first film produced by Roger Corman. Yeah, this is pretty early on, 1954. Principal photography took 6 days with 2 additional days for the underwater scenes. So the bulk of the movie, apart from reshoots, was shot in 6 days. 8 days if you want to include additional underwater scenes. That's really fucking quick. But Roger Corman was known for completing films very quickly. I think some of the Vincent Price movies he made in the 60s, when Vincent Price was getting a little older, were done in 2 days, using sets that were quickly reassembled from previously used sets. There's some trivia for you that's not even here. Film debut of Jonathan Hayes. Note, he was working at a gas station at the time he did this movie and had to grow a mustache for his role as Joe. Oh, please still be alive, my friend. 2024! He died this year! No way! There's Jack fucking Nicholson. Little Shop of Horrors. Stuart Wade came up with the idea to sing a song in the movie. Is he still alive? 2002. Spokane, Washington. Lucas Werner's from there. When the two scientists are having a discussion aboard their boat, they refer to flying reptiles. The first says that they have been extinct since the end of the Stone Age, 5,000 years ago. The second says that they have been gone for hundreds of centuries. In fact, they have been extinct for 65 million years. Hundreds of centuries. Yeah, millions of centuries. At 2:09, there is an error in the subtitles. The actress asks, "Was he drowned?" The subtitle has, "Was he drunk?" Is that all the fucking trivia in the movie? What about the spoiler trivia? No way. That's all the trivia? Alright, time to go to the goofs then. Do you prefer the original or the one with Rick Moranis? Yeah, I thought she said, "Was he drunk?" Goofs. Continuity. When Dunning and the Doctor are examining the monster's flesh under their microscope, man on boat deck behind them suddenly appears and then disappears. Factual errors. The microscope being used is a transmitted light type requiring the mirror under the stage to be angled to reflect light from a light source up and through the specimen so it can be seen. No one ever bothers to set the angle of the mirror. The original is the 1960s one, and then there was the remake in the 80s. The original has Jack Nicholson in a small role. Also a Roger Corman film. When the two I believe it's a Roger Corman film. When the two scientists are having we've already read that one. When Julie first encounters Steve in his mini submarine, they are both in the water. Julie gets out of the water and runs onto the beach. Steve runs up behind her. The mini sub is also on the beach. How'd the sub get out of the water? Incorrectly regarded as goofs. As the film opens, the camera pans to a landscape where no white man has ever been before. At the top right of the screen, a car can be seen traveling down Pacific Coast Highway in Malibu, where this scene was filmed. Audio-visual unsynchronized. At 2:09, there is an error in the subtitles there. Righto. Character error. The poster shows Julie attacked on the beach, hair flowing out. When she's attacked in the film, it's underwater, and she's wearing scuba gear and a bathing cap. That was it. Let's have a look at the art. Featured review, 6 out of 10. Reviewer, Space Muffoon. Fun adventure tale. Sure, this movie is cheaply done and features very few special effects, but nonetheless there's a surprising amount of high adventure in this tale. Even better and more unique for the period, our hero is actually a heroine. The music, apparently done by Andre Brummel, is actually extremely well done and adds considerably to building up the tension. Yeah, we were talking about that. Overall, it's, as I said above, it's a fun adventure story and one which wisely doesn't go on for too long. Yeah, the runtime being about 64-ish minutes adds to this movie considerably. Like, it just goes real quick. Right, fucking ads, man. Unbelievable. I miss the old Internet Movie Database. That's a cool poster. She doesn't look like that at all. Yeah, there she is right down there. A tidal wave of terror. Up from the forbidden depths comes a tidal wave of terror. El monstruo en el fondo del mar. That's fucking cool. El pulpo fantasma. Wow, that's cool. I love this old art style. Monster from the ocean floor. I've got to pick one of these for the YouTube thumbnail as well when I upload this to YouTube. Yeah, see, here we go. Roger Corman triple feature collection. The Terror. I believe The Terror, yeah, that's Boris Karloff. And The Terror also has Jack Nicholson. The Little Shop of Horrors also has Jack Nicholson and Monster from the Ocean Floor. I'm pretty sure in one of the earlier Roger Corman films, Clint Eastwood is a jet pilot as well. Looks like he's just looking at her boobs in that photo. Yeah. Terror strikes from beneath the sea. I need a good... Oh, that's all the fucking art there is. Never mind. Well, that's everything. That's the entire movie. So yeah, that's what we have here. Director Wyatt Ordung. What else did he direct? Walk the Dark Street, Target Earth, First Man into Space. Died in 2005. Oh, the Mexican guy. Shelley Duvall, James L. Jones. Target Earth, that sounds pretty cool. Raw Panic, The Screen, Never Dared Reveal.
A frustrating, desperate, wild terror clutched at her heart. This woman, suddenly afraid that she was alone with death in a strangely deserted city.
Please, somebody help me.
Starring Richard Denning, Kathleen Crowley, Virginia Gray, Richard Reeves. The astounding science fiction drama of a deserted metropolis and the frenzied few who were left behind.
We're right in the middle. They'll kill all of us, I tell you. They'll kill us. I'm getting out of here, now.
I'm getting out of here, see? I'm getting out of here. That guy's gonna fucking get it.
Keep away! Each of them had been forgotten in the biggest mass evacuation in history to live a day and night of incredible terror from the unknown.
This may be the greatest movie ever made.
Caught by the fingers. Give me a hand.
Surely this is on YouTube.
Are the hours? And they're going to bomb the city.
Just keep your fingers crossed that we're not in the middle of a target.
You killed all the others just to save your own life.
Yours too. Don't forget that.
You must be insane if you think you...
Get yourself together, woman!
Keep back.
Psh, psh.
You won't shoot.
What? This is incredible violence in the savage battle for survival. In the savage battle for survival against the horror of the fantastic unknown. Target Earth. Oh, we have to watch that movie. We absolutely have to watch that movie. Let me just check if it's on YouTube. Target Earth. $1954. 2 hours long? No way. There we go. Hour and 15. Yeah, consensus, it's definitely not whatever this is, 153 minutes. Interesting. Well, so we know what we're going to be watching next week then. Anyways, it's been a real pleasure, guys. Can we watch that next week? Absolutely. Just remind me next week. It's been a real pleasure. I've really missed doing this. If you want to rewatch it again, it'll be uploaded. Yeah, Mo, if you want to rewatch the entire stream, I'm going to put it up on the YouTube channel in the next couple of minutes. So that should be up there pretty soon. And you can pick up what you missed, essentially. But yeah, had a real pleasure with that one. And until the next one, my name is Matty Demise, and I'll catch you guys later.